Hello everyone, my name is Parag and welcome you all in my new video. In this video, I am talking about some geophysical methods, okay, which are basics defined as a groundwater exploration. Okay, I am Parag Pal. I am here to discuss this new topic, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Please like this video and don't forget to visit my website also. Okay, let's start. So first of all, I'm talking about what are the exploration geophysics. Okay, it is nothing but it is a branch of geophysics. This is a exploration geophysics is the one of the branch of the geophysics which uses the physical methods such as seismic, gravitational, magnetic, electrical and electromagnetic, okay, at the surface of the earth to measure the physical properties of the subsurface along with the anomalies in the property. Okay, here basically we are determining the what is the subsurface soil strata. Okay, is it hard, is it soft, it is different type of slay, sandy slay, whatever it is, we have to determine the subsoil strata. Okay, that's it. So what the geophysical investigation, it involves a simple method of study made on the surface with the aim of the ascertaining the subsurface detail. This is achieved by the measuring certain physical properties and the interpreting the mainly in terms of the subsurface geology. Okay, in that what does it mean? That this is achieved by measuring the certain physical property and interpreting them mainly with the term of the subsurface geology. That means they, with the help of this situation, with the help of these techniques, okay, we are interpreting the above soil data and the below soil data, and what are the relation, what we define that this soil intensity is like this, the hard soil reflect the wave is like in a such a way manner. Okay, where to determine the groundwater water table and inside the your subsurface. So all this situation, all this data can be determined with the help of the geophysical investigation. Now there is what are the important of the geophysical investigation is these investigation are carried out quickly. Okay, because this is really very important investigation. If you require to determine what is the startup in depth, okay, if you without excavation you can determine it very easily by using this geophysical method. If you wanted to determine where is the water table is available, okay, by use of this method you can determine where is the water table is available. Okay, so these are where the hard rock strata, where the rock is available. Such a side of all the data can be determined with the help of geophysical method. Okay, now these investigation are carried out simply, quickly. This means large area can be investigated in a reasonable short period and hence time is saved. This is one of the main concept of this behind this method to do, because it save over more time. Okay, the geophysical instrument used in the field are simple, portable and can be operated easily, like GPS, hammer, seismic waves recorder, GPS. Okay, electrical resistivity measure consists of some wire which is required, some electrical instruments like very simple to provide a very low amount of the electrical provide. Okay, so this type of all the data is really very simple and easily available, so it is not so much of a hard, it is really easily available in the market. Now this means field work is not laborious. Okay, here the you need some more than 2-3 labor, that's it, not require much more labor. So this is one of the biggest advantage of this method. Okay, now different interference to suit the different purpose can be drawn from the same field data. For example, electrical resistivity can be interpreted for knowing the subsurface of rock type, geological structure, groundwater condition, deposited depth to the bedrock, etc. Hence the investigation are multiple. Yeah, that is what exactly I'm talking about in the last slide, that yes, it deals with this subsurface of the rock type, geological structure, groundwater condition, deposit depth of the bedrock. Okay, all the situation can be determined with the help of the geophysical investigation. Now there are some lots of methods of the geophysical, but today we are going to discuss some electrical resistivity method. Okay, electrical resistivity method, let me tell you one thing, that it consisting of the electrical data amplifier, voltmeter and some wires. Okay, and some pegs, like not, we cannot call it as pegs, called as some anode tube which is dipped in a ground. Okay, like we start from here. The electrical resistivity method involves the measurement of the apparent resistivity of the soil. This is one of the main principle of the electrical resistivity method. Okay, and rock as a function of the depth or position. Okay, This is calculated by dividing the measured potential difference by the input current and multiplying by a geometrical factor specific to the array being used and electrode spacing. That is the electrode we are using. Okay. All geological formation have a property called the electrical resistivity, which determine the ease with the electrical current flow through them. Yeah. The main principle of this method is by throwing the electrical current through the wire where the electrode to electrode is connected, and through which we determine the certain position of the rock or water table. Okay, this resistivity is expressed in the unit of the ohms, as we know that it is the unit of the ohms of the current meter and ohms meter, and is indicated by this symbol. Here is a symbol they use for the define the ohms meter. Okay, VIR, where V equals to I multiplied by current into resistance, where V is a volt, I is a amplifier, R is a ohms. Okay, if you have to determine volt, if you determine the R, and if you determine the resistance, so these are nothing but resistance. Okay, this is called as the ohms triangle. Okay, the top half of the triangle you divided by the another bottom. Okay, if you divide this, if you interpreted this thing with each other, you get a certain particular value. Okay, now electrical resistivity method. The electrical resistivity of the rock formation limit the amount of the current passing through the formation when an electrical potential is applied, where the rho, which is given by R upon A into L. Okay, it is a rho is the resistivity of the material. What we have to define. L is the length of the wire. A is the cross section area of the wire. Okay, here we have to determine the potential applied. Then after that, the electrical resistivity is a property of the material. It is a resistance to the of the volume of material to the flow of the electric current. The current is introduced into the ground through the pair of the electrode. Here the two pair of electrode are used, which is a dipped in a subsurface. It a paired pair, and one pair of two electrodes and another pair of two electrodes. Okay, like two pair of electrode are used for this method. Okay, now resulting potential difference is measured between the another pair of the potential electrode. What I told you, there is a first this pair. Okay, these are the 8 pair, and there is a one pair intermediate of these two electrode. Okay, and the potential difference is measured between this biggest electrode and this electrode. Okay, the two pair potential difference is calculated by, there was some reason for that particular reason the potential difference is calculated. The resulting potential difference, like, okay, the apparent resistivity is, now what is the apparent resistivity we have to calculate, which is given by 2 pi upon V upon I, where V is in volt and I is an amplifier, which is the potential difference we get from this two electrode, and I is what we current introduce. Okay, at such a situation, whenever in such a manner, if you cannot introduce the current, you cannot measure the volt. Okay, so first you have to introduce the measure. That means what the relation is, this V upon I relation introduced, like it define what I provided and what I get returned back. Okay, my two electrode is there, I provided, I introduced the current in the ground, and what I received from that is what the potential difference. Okay, which is calculated by the potential method, potential meter. And the difference between we take the difference between two electrode and we put it over it. Okay, it is a potential difference and it is what current introduced. Okay, now remember this formula. After that, the amount of the current that flow as a result of a given applied voltage potential in various material known as a resistance of a material. This is a definition which we have to written in examination in the first line, like the amount of the current that flows as a result of the given applied voltage potential in various material is known as a resistance of the material. Resistance is measured in ohm, and it generally is inversely proportional to the cross sectional area of the material that carrying the applied current, as we know that. Ohm's law states that the current flowing in any given circuit is directly proportional to the applied voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance, which is defined by this formula. R is directly proportional to voltage and R is inversely proportional to what? Current. Okay, so we don't have to write this formula. Okay, we have to write this, we don't have to write to this principle, we have to write this, and if you know this, then you can simply write this one. R is directly proportional to V, which define the resistance is directly proportional to the voltage, and R is inversely proportional to R. Okay, after that, The resistivity is a bulk properties of material describing how well the material inhabits the current flow. Okay, where we know that is a resistance which is sorry, it is not rho, it is O. Okay, equals to R into A by L. Okay, so this formula resistivity is one of the really very important. Sorry, resistivity is really defined by the rho, and it is given by R, which is a resistance into current amplification, that is, sorry, area upon length. Okay, after that, here is what the diagrammatic representation which involves the all the procedure. Like here, what the first pair of the electrode is involved, where the you define where it define the potential, where you can calculate the potential difference between this first pair and this is the second pair. Where the first pair, where we have to apply the current. Okay, where we are applying the current, at that the ammeter is connected, which measure how much amount of current we introduce in the ground, and the voltmeter what it takes that how much amount of the voltage is recorded over here. Okay, so remember always the ammeter is connected at the top and voltmeter is connected at the bottom. Here is a two pair of the electrode. This is one. Okay, and this is 2. C is a 1 and 2, PP is another, and the C is connected with the help of wire, which is series combination, and PP is connected by this. Okay, it is a parallel, sorry, yes, it is a parallel combination. Okay, after that, these are the current electrode, this is the current electrode. What this surface represent the ground surface. After that, here is the battery, which is positive and negative surface. Okay, this electrode is known as current electrode, and this electrode is known as a potential electrode. Okay, we get the potential difference between these two, and we get what? We get the voltage. Okay, here as the current provided, the line equipotential line are formed and that separated in the ground. Okay, and this what is connected over here, and from the repetition, when they get abstracted on certain point, it get reflect back and it touches to this voltmeter. Voltmeter is that means it's counted all the data, and after it show the reading over here. After getting the difference, we applied on that point, and then we define what is the strata in the bottom line. After that, this resistivity method, if you in the examination you have to draw the diagram, just go to this diagram. This diagram is really very beneficial for you. Okay, just draw a ground line. Okay, then put the current electrode, then put a potential electrode, voltmeter and ammeter. Okay, and there is a current source. Don't forget to show this arrow, and don't forget to show this equipotential line. Okay, this equipotential line is also very important. The potential lines are defined by the this dotted line, and the current line defined by the straight continuous line. Don't forget to define this arrow also. Okay, and the bottom strata is given by like stretches or whatever else, whatever you wanted to provide them. Like if you are showing the ground strata, then just give it a arrow mark like this. Okay, after that, resistivity method is proofing and sounding are two types of resistivity investigation are what we have to done in this method. The proofing is done the detailed lateral changes in the resistivity, and the sounding is done determine the vertical changes in the resistivity. These are the profiling and the resist sounding these are the really very important thing, because profiling, which type of profile in a subsurface of the ground, is really very important, which is one of the basic principle to what we have to get and what we have to define. And sounding, that means where the water table is available, is it a hard rock, is it a soft soil, like that, the availability over there. Okay, after it is what representative value of the resistivity. The value is expressed in terms of the 10 to the power 3 ohms centimeter. Okay, which is packet at 1974, which is material resistivity ohm into centimeter. Okay, it is 1970 it defined. Okay, if the calculation is like, if the output is like 0 to 10 ohm into centimeter, then we define that it is a clay and saturated silt. Okay, if it is 10 to 25, so it is called as a sandy clay or wet silty sand. If it is 25 to 50, so it is clay sand or saturated sand, gravel, weather rock and sound rock. These are the values which represented this all the representatives. Okay, so I think I clear your doubts for the resistivity method. In next video I'll provide in next video I'll provide more video about the civil engineering and also motivation video too. Please don't forget to watch my motivation video. Okay, I wanted to motivate you all. For that purpose only I posted one video. Okay, and I place more video regarding this. Also there is one more teacher who is going to now come with in touch with us, which is known as Deepali Ponikar. She is going to touch with us for the more interesting topic of the civil engineering. Okay, and Mr. Kamlakar Pal, who is my dad, is going to teach us English in on this channel. So they always are most welcome. Okay, for you all. So now don't forget to visit my website. Please subscribe my channel and like my video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.